Hey!
Thanks for repairing my screen. That was pretty embarrassing.
Oh, no problem. Easy fix. Just took a little steam to loosen the paper, a little new glue. No one will ever be able to tell. Just don't do it again. Or at least wait until the paper cuts heal. Ooh, I think thinking about paper cuts is way worse than getting them. Why did I bring it up?
Do you know what happened to the mirror in the baths?
Oh, that thing. I sorta hid it a few years back and put a little hairline crack in it. Its days have been numbered for a while.
Sorry about breaking it.
Oh no, don't worry. I'm just glad you didn't get hurt. Mirrors can be very dangerous when they're breaking. In more ways than one.
What do you mean?
Oh, shards of glass and such. Not something to fool around with.
Something weird happened. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't see my reflection.
Aha!
You know what happened?
You're a vampire! Seriously though, that's pretty messed up. Maybe you need to get a little rest. This place might be getting to you a little.
Do you know anything about the certificate behind the portrait? Who's Savannah Woodham?
She was an investigator. She helped out with the investigation after Kasumi died.
An investigator? This certificate seems a little less than official.
She was more of a paranormal investigator. I don't really believe in that stuff personally, but Takai wanted her here.
Why did Takai want a paranormal investigator?
I've known Takai since I was a kid. And let me tell you this from experience. It is impossible to guess what she's thinking or why she does what she does.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sure you'll find out.
Do you know what's scaring the guests away?
City superstitions. I don't get it. We have ghost hunters who come here to find ghosts, and if they think they found something, they get all panicked and run away.
What do you think of Yumi?
She's pretty much the older sister you want to have. She's cool, she's adventurous, she's a pain, but no matter what, she's got your back. Although, man, can she be bossy. I'm sure she's already put you to work.
Yeah, a little.
That bossy thing is just her special way of saying, I am your boss, now do what I say.
So you grew up next door?
My dad and I moved in when I was about 7.
Why do you spend all of your time here when you live just next door?
Never got my room decorated right. Plus, this place has always been more fun. And Miwako's here. And I've got my workshop.
I should go. I'll talk to you later.
See you later.
Nancy, Operation Distract Logan is a go. Call Savannah. Gotta go. Hello.
Hi, is this Savannah Woodham?
Let me guess. You're that Nancy girl who's been driving my assistant to distraction and back this last week?
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
I would. Now tell me what's so important that y'all ruined my perfectly good assistant. Since y'all been calling round, talking to him's been like talking to a rock. A rock that I'd pay too much money.
I'm staying at the Ryokan Hiei. Something really strange is going on here.
Don't tell me a lie now. This a joke?
No, I promise. It's the truth. I saw your book. I thought maybe you could help.
Honey, whoever you are, my best advice to you is to pack your bags and head back to wherever it is y'all come from.
I'm not leaving until I figure out what's really going on here.
There gonna be anything I can say that'll change your mind now?
No, I'm going to get to the bottom of this with or without you. But I could really use your help.
I've been a lot of places that say they haunted, but none fit the ticket like that spooky old ryokan he is. I never got to finish up the chapter on the ryokan like I was supposed to. Between us girls, I'm glad of that. You get much out of the family?
Nothing too useful.
Uh-huh. Tell you what. You end up following through with that bad idea of yours to stay at the ryokan, and I'll see what help I can provide. But Nancy,
What's that?
y'all be careful there now. You understand me?
I will. I found watery footprints in my room.
Did you see them appear, or were they there and you found them?
They were already there.
Well, at least that's good.
Why's that?
To make wet footprints appear, you just need a wet foot and something to put it on. But when they just start appearing out of the blue, ain't nothing too good about that, especially considering what happened to the previous innkeeper.
What do you mean?
I know you ain't the superstitious kind. Otherwise, you'd be long gone by now, but it ain't always good to talk about the dead, especially those not at rest.
I think I ran across a trick mirror here.
Did it break?
Yeah, how did you know?
That's how you know it's a trick. Y'all know what the main difference between truth and illusion is in my line of work?
What's that?
Time. An illusion can only last so long before it gives up its secrets. Now, I don't know exactly how that mill was fixed, but the fact that it broke means that whoever rigged it knew that if you examined it enough, you'd figure it out.
So it was broken, so I couldn't figure out how it was faked.
Exactly. That is, if it was a trick. Nancy, I can tell you how things might be faked, but I can't tell you if they were faked. You're the ones got to stand there and know how the room feels when these things happen.
What's the story with your assistant, Logan?
He's like my own little Georgia bulldog. He can be a little aggressive sometimes, a little dopey at others, but always loyal. He's one of the good ones when you get right down to it.
How long has he been working for you?
Not long now. He started right after I switched my focus to tech reporting.
Why did you change careers?
It's a long story, but chasing's not the safest career there is. Ain't nothing shocking in that.
What is a yure?
It's a vengeful spirit that never knew justice here on the earth. They're said to be the spirits of those who've been wronged, and they're caught up in the worst moment you can imagine. They're very angry and very, very dangerous. If that's what you're dealing with there, you best be very careful.
I saw a really creepy, shadowy figure on my balcony. Do you think that could be faked?
Course. Ain't nothing hard than that.
Yeah?
It's as easy as shadow puppets. All you need to be able to do is practice. In my experience, people like scaring people with shadows a lot more than ghosts do. Way I see it, if it's something a person could plausibly do, then there's a person behind it. If it's something a person can't do that's scaring you, well, y'all don't need me to finish that sentence.
Do you know where I can get a copy of your book?
I'm guessing you're looking for the ghost hunting book I wrote, but I can't help you there. I'm out of copies myself. To be honest, Nancy, I don't mind helping you. But this whole ghost thing is a phase I'd sooner put behind me.
Why's that?
Now, don't y'all worry about that now. Just a choice I made.
There must be some reason. I understand you were pretty well known.
Put it this way, Nancy. There are some jobs where being well known makes for a dangerous life. Sometimes it's smart to move on.
Can you help me translate an article I found? No one else is willing to.
Sure. Leave it at the counter and I'll have Logan swing by to pick it up.
Can you tell me about the certificate you gave the Shimizu family?
Oh, yeah, that. Now, before you go thinking I'm some sort of charlatan, I don't normally do things like that. In fact, I had those made up to give to kids who were feeling too scared to go to sleep at night.
Why did you leave one here?
I felt like I should leave them something. I don't usually leave a place without knowing what's really going on there. Honestly, I felt so bad about the whole situation.
How did you get into ghost hunting?
I guess you could say I was born into it. My daddy'd always drag me with him to these spooky old houses looking for broken down things to fix up. I guess that's where I got my start. standing in those old falling apart houses. It was hard not to imagine ghosts coming round every corner. Used to scare me something bad, but somewhere along the road all the fear turned to curiosity.
What is the scariest thing you've seen while ghost hunting?
The really scary things are the ones you'll never see. But I guess one of the most frightening places I've been was this little town in the middle of nowhere in Germany. I was there writing a chapter on an old castle that the locals all said was haunted. Hundreds of years ago, the castle had belonged to this terrible family that had a reputation for all sorts of cruelty. At first I didn't believe the stories, but the more exploring I did, the more I started to see some of the terrible things that had happened there. All those stories, they were true. Didn't find any ghosts. That would have been better, I think.
Bye.
Talk to you soon. Nancy, what's up?
I'll let you go.
Bye, Nancy.
Hi.
I saw a certificate certifying that the ryokan was cleansed of all ghosts and spirits. Can you tell me about that?
What? That's no offense, but that seems sort of silly. A certificate?
So you don't know anything about it?
No. And where exactly did you find this certificate?
Behind the portrait I helped Rentaro repair.
Maybe you should stay away from what isn't yours. And maybe he should have the sense to know what is a family matter. I have to get back to work now. I'm sorry, I'm very busy. Hi.
Can I leave this here to be picked up?
Yes.
Thanks. It seems like you and Rentaro were pretty close.
Yes, we grew up together. I have a few memories before Rentaro, but not many.
How long have you two been dating?
I don't even know. A long time.
You sound a little frustrated.
Sometimes it's hard not to be with Rentaro.
What do you mean?
Never mind, I shouldn't be bothering you with this.
It's not a bother.
It's just that when he gets it in his mind that he wants something, there's just no stopping him. He's been pressuring me to leave here.
Why is that?
He keeps saying it'll be good for me, but really, he's just being selfish. I think. I really don't know. He can be so sweet sometimes, and other times it's like there's only him in the world.
Do you think that the ryokan is haunted?
By what? Ghosts? No. Ghosts aren't real, Nancy.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Okay, see ya.
Can't check that off yet. That's done. Check. Can't talk on my phone now.
Logan here.
Yes?
All right. Savannah wants me to translate that article for you. I don't know what it is you said to her, but whatever you did to get her to talk about that paranormal garbage, you need to knock it off.
I can't promise that.
You really don't get it, do you? This ghost stuff isn't a joke, especially not to her. Since I'm the one stuck picking up the pieces after she gets too wrapped up in one of her cases, I'm telling you, leave it alone for her sake. And yours.
How long have you been working for Savannah?
Started a few years back as a fill-in gig during spring break. Eventually she needed a long-term assistant, and the job was just too weird to turn down.
Have you finished translating the article yet?
Just about. I'll have it sent to you as soon as I finish.
What happened to Savannah? Why doesn't she work with paranormal cases anymore?
It's not something she likes to talk about.
I gathered that, but can you tell me?
When we're traveling, I spend weeks with her just touring on buses, long plane flights. We talk a lot. I know everything about her childhood. Her best friend's dog's name from when she was 5, her favorite ice cream flavors. She's very chatty.
Then what has she told you about?
Nothing. Not a single word. I've asked, and when I do, she just goes quiet and excuses herself. She's never told me to stop bugging her about it, but I can tell that she wants to. That's why I don't want you bothering her about it either. Whatever happened when she was writing the second ghost book, it really got to her.
Second ghost book?
Wasn't supposed to mention that. It's a secret, and it's not done, so don't think you're going to get your hands on it. I don't even know if she still has the manuscript. She had me tell her publisher she burned it, but I don't know if that's the truth.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Oh no, sounds like another unhappy customer. I should listen to what's going on.
When we first walked in the door, my wife told me she had a bad feeling about this place. But no, I told her she was being unreasonable. Well, whatever it is that's going on down here, we are not putting up with it anymore. That thing you left in our room. No one should ever see something like that. I want my money back.
There was nothing there.
And I want to see this place closed down. You'd never get away with something like this in Sydney.
Sir, please, we are not haunted.
Oh, please yourself.
That was the last customer, wasn't it?
Yes, Nancy, it's just you. So make yourself comfortable. We are all here for you until something happens to scare you off too.
I don't scare easily.
I've heard that before. Look, I'm sorry I shouldn't be upsetting you with all of this. Please, you're my only guest left. Let me at least make sure you have a good trip. Maybe you recommend us to your friends.
I still want to help.
Help? You want to help? Look around you. This place is beyond help. It was spooky and lonely before everything that happened, and now... Why do you think Yumi got out of this place as soon as she could? People come because they've heard it's haunted. They come here to be scared, and even they can't take it. I'm sorry, Nancy. There's nothing you can do here. Help yourself and find somewhere safer to stay.
Can't check that off yet. Haven't done that. That's done. Haven't done that. Did that.